officially with you guys. Me and Big Dru, right? Tight Lifestyle with Big Dru in full effect. And it's Friday, so we're talking about how good Friday is, right, Big Dru?
Yeah, Friday's a great day. I actually work mostly on the weekends, but I enjoy working. I enjoy what I do. I don't look at it as work.
Nope.
So that's why I'm excited for this weekend. We got the Florida State tomorrow. We got Titan Lifestyle. Now we're going to be doing this every week, so you guys check out. I'll be doing reviews and just talking, basically just bullshitting with you guys.
Yeah.
Answering questions about lifestyle, my lifestyle, Titan Lifestyle. Yeah. Just basically just shooting the shit. I'm excited to do this.
What we do, I mean, we're going to talk about all types of different things. You know, some things about Titan, some things that are outside of Titan. You know, maybe what we like to do, clothing, music we're trained to. Food, and, you know, food's definitely a central thing, especially I know Dru likes his food. So at that point, we're going to be talking about all these different things. Maybe there's stuff that you guys want to hear from us, or maybe want our opinion about, or we can help you guys out with. So if there is anything like that, just DM these questions to us. We'll work on the previous week and then follow up the next week with them, and hopefully have some answers for you guys. We did get some questions in for you guys this week, and we're going to have a great show for you guys. We're talking about all different types of things. So the first one, I guess, you know, what we're going to talk about is, you know, and I hear this or say this all the time, don't be a hormonal little biatch, right?
Exactly.
So, you know, that means a lot of different things, and people take that a certain way. So if you know, would say to your wife, your girlfriend before, and man, they will chop your head off, so do not say this. But are you PMSing, honey? Oh, man, they don't want to hear that, right, Dru? Yeah. The reason is because their hormones are fluctuating, and they're very irritable, right? And they might have water retention and bloating and stuff like that. These are hormone effects. And that saying, that old saying, right? You're being hormonal is true. Definitely, so, you know, your hormones affect different things. Your thinking, your body, you know, just a lot of different things. So at that point, make sure you're in tune to your hormones, and you're at least get them tested if you're having problems.
Right.
Common thing for guys that I get all the time, Dru, is, you know, I'm crying like over frisky commercials or these sad movies. Is that normal?
that's usually estrogen's highs, guys. If you guys are watching YouTube videos where, you know, military surprising their kids or something typical sobby type stuff, if you get teary eyed or if you're feeling like a little emotional, your estrogen's probably high. Regardless if you're taking testosterone or not, some people just naturally have high testosterone.
Absolutely.
Some people have not high estrogen.
Yep.
So a lot of women too, you guys. A lot of women carry a lot of estrogen in their hips, underneath their arms.
Absolutely.
Guys carry it around their, you know, their typical love handles.
Yeah.
You may not have those symptoms, but your estrogen might still be high. I had a friend of mine, bodybuilder. You know him, I know him. Big, huge bodybuilder. He had no signs of gyno. He had no signs of water retention. But when he got his blood level checked, his estrogen was high. So guys, don't just rely on, okay, are my nipples puffy? Do I feel like I'm holding water? Is my blood pressure high? Don't just go off of that, because you could have high estrogen and don't have a side effect.
Absolutely. You know,
people think a side effect, you're supposed to have it. Just like some people can smoke cigarettes for 20 years and have no type of lung problems.
Right.
Other times, their lungs are completely healthy.
Yeah.
So just don't think that just because you're not getting a side effect, that you're not having a health issue. You always want to get everything checked, make sure.
I totally agree. And then even with some of those guys out there, the normal comeback to that is I don't want to take an estrogen blocker unless I start getting side effects or symptoms.
Right.
At that point, it's already a little too late in some of the
late.
things. I mean, you can maybe stop from getting gynecomastia or something like that, but the water retention, irritability, or erection problems, because that could be another effect from this. At that point. So all those different things. And I say it's a harmonic balance, like an ecosystem.
Right.
Everything should be balanced out correctly, and everything should be right. And you will be working at optimal levels and feeling better, I promise you. Mentally, physically, because that's what it's all about. So when you hear that saying, or you feel like you're getting very sensitive to things that you normally wouldn't be sensitive to or shouldn't be sensitive to, because we can all get emotional, right? I mean, there's definitely things or times in my life where I've definitely teared up a little bit. And I'm a man. I'm very strong. I'm alpha male at that point, but I'm not too much of a man to not be able to admit it to somebody, right? Or be able to show those emotions or feelings, like birth of my child, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are monumental events in my life, and I definitely shed a tear in those moments.
Right.
And that was out of pure joy, not sad, not down, not depressed. And that's when a lot of people do feel like that. The sobby, mopey, they get in that rut, and that's just an everyday thing.
Another thing too, guys, with your estrogen, he mentioned gyno, where you could actually form breast tissue actually starts growing in your nipples because your estrogen is high. Just like you said, I know a lot of bodybuilders or a lot of guys that are on testosterone through HRT or whatever, however they're taking the testosterone.
Yeah.
They get puffy nipples, sore nipples, and what they do is just like John said, they wait for that to happen. Then they go find some guy that has supposed estrogen pills to take it away.
Liquid. I see all these droppers.
Yeah, the liquid. Come on, now you can't put a prescription in a bottle and put alcohol in it because alcohol is killing the efficiency. It just ruins everything. But anyways, a lot of guys wait till they have puffy or sore nipples, then they correct the problem. When your breast tissue starts growing, it's not gonna. A pill is not gonna take it away. You're gonna actually need surgery. A lot of bodybuilders, a lot of guys actually have to have the tissue removed.
Yeah.
So don't wait for your engine light to come on and then put the oil. Don't wait to smell the smoke and the engine's going crazy. And then now you have all these other problems. The body is the same way. If you don't take care of that estrogen, the gyno forms. It's like the engine light being on and you just keep driving it and driving it. Now you have to pay all this other stuff going on. So take care of it before it happens. If you get your blood work done, your estrogen's high, if you have no signs, still make sure you're taking your medication, guys. If your doctor says take it, take it. Like he's not just randomly saying stuff.
So Mark, I see a question up there. We're going to start answering these questions live because there's some really good ones up here. People say how bad estrogen blockers are. So explain why. All right, so recently there's a couple doctors out there that have been preaching no aromatase inhibitors. No estrogen blockers, you don't need them, such and such. So let's go at this full blast in facts, right? Because I want to produce facts for you guys, and that way nobody can go against this. So we know that estrogen creates tissue.
Right.
So to develop muscle in the body, you don't want estrogen too low. You don't want to crash it, right? You want a nice balance. So we do need a little bit of estrogen in our bodies, but we do know that estrogen fuels and can fuel cancer. So we know this because of breast cancer. And breast cancer, the receptors in the breast are estrogen sensitive.
Right. That's why the tamoxifen and certain stuff like that is prescribed for breast cancer. Letrozole, which is the strongest of estrogen, is prescribed for cancer. Again, I would never recommend letrozole unless the doctor says it.
Absolutely.
But I mean, those are a lot of these estrogen blockers, guys, you hear of. They didn't come out as being estrogen blockers. They came out as being breast cancer medications, and then over time, through trial and error, bodybuilders found a way to get the estrogen lower. Now they're prescribed for estrogen. But when they came out, it was for, just like what you said, for breast cancer.
So basically what was happening was this, and it kind of was the same way, right? True. But the fact of it was it came out because they found out the tissue in these breast cancer patients was, the receptors were estrogen positive.
Oh, okay.
So Cherise, same way. Endometriosis, it's fueled by estrogen, right? So it was an aromatase inhibitor, which was an estrogen blocker, bringing the estrogen down. Mm-hmm. Same thing with her. So we know that if the estrogen rises, it's going to fuel it. So at that point, they did pre and post. Now, Cherise has a double whammy going against her. First, she has endometriosis, which is fueled by the estrogen. Two, she has breast cancer on both sides of her family. Mm. And immediately, what they do is they prescribe, and this is by a normal practitioner usually, if you have breast cancer on both sides, they usually start you off with tamoxifen, which was the first one that just concentrated on the receptors in the breast tissue. Right. Then it was an anastrozole, which is Remedex that's out there. That was the most commonly one used. Then that wasn't even working, right? Okay. Then letrozole, which was a suicide aromatase inhibitor, which killed estrogen altogether, which is used out there. And then now exemestane, aromatase. So that one actually will lower estrogen and is supposed to raise free testosterone levels. And that is used a little bit here. Everybody's different in their program. It might be an anastrozole, letrozole, aromatase. They might need tamoxifen on it, but here's a commercial that I want you to look for because it's out there. Now they have an aromatase inhibitor booster. You take it with an anastrozole. It's like super. It's like an atomic bomb on estrogen. So it's nuts. So the reason we want to take an estrogen blocker is we don't want to fuel estrogen in the body. We know it can produce negative side effects. We know you're going to get negative side effects like water retention, irritability, possible gynecomastia. Mm-hmm. So anybody that's preaching against aromatase inhibitors, I don't know why. Now, you might not need as much as the next guy next to you or so on and so on, and dose dependent and such. So I'm not going to say that you might need as much as me or Drew or Art or somebody else might need, right? You might only need 1 milligram a week or whatever it may be. So that's when you got to dial it in by blood. Symptoms, because it's not just on numbers. It should be about how you feel too. So we don't just treat numbers. Our medical providers and practitioners want to look at you getting results, you feeling better, and the numbers correlating so everything comes together like a full picture. Like it's all combined. You know what you're gonna get. You know. So I'm sorry, guys. It's a big one, and this is a
huge.
really big topic right now.
We could have a whole discussion on the different of estrogen blockers and whether it's a suicide.
Suicide inhibitor. Yeah. Guys, I mean, there's just going to become more and more of these drugs out there because we're finding out more and more of this information. Need bloods done. Will you guys be able to prescribe me meds if needed? Yes. So, guys, let me take 1 second, Drew. So, if you guys need anything done, Titan Medical Center can help you nationwide. Blood work, hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, and a lot more. All you have to do is call or text 727-389-3220. We can help you out. If you're just wanting vitamin amino acid injectable therapies like Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, and such, there's no blood work needed. But if you want like hormone replacement therapy or you want to see what's going on, you need blood work done. So you guys can call or text about that. Sorry, I just had to do it because people ask about these all the time.
A lot of times people too, I've had a lot of questions. People want to know when they text, what do they say in the text? When they call, hi, how you doing? What do they say in the text? If they're texting 727,
sure.
What do they say?
Sure. So I seen the podcast or whatever it is, or I seen the live feed, or I want to become a patient, or I want blood work done. Okay. How do I do that? Or they can call in and say that, I want to do that. Or they can say I want to get set up for blood work. Bam, they can take their information, they can call them, they can text the information.
That easy. I figured that's what it was, but I wanted to make sure you guys, if you guys don't like to talk to people, I mean, honestly, certain people just don't like to talk to people, just text. Real simple.
Text, we'll call you right back or whatever it is. We want to get some information. We have to talk to you on the phone, maybe get some things, but it'll take 5 minutes, 10 minutes of your time, and you'll be able to get set up. You can ask any questions or, through the text message. And as long as they're not very, outside the bounds of what we can do, we'll be able to help you out and answer those questions. It's not really good, to ask questions like, do you guys, prescribe Trenbolone or some like banned drug or some animal drug or something like that? Because we don't do that. We're a legit medical center. We preach and we are focused about health. We want results, but health number one.
I also had a guy too. He texted me the day. He said, if I go in and get my blood work done, is the doctor going to give me testosterone if I'm in a normal range? I said I don't think so, but I figured I would get it 100% because I'm sure he's watching now.
Sure. So let's do this. Come over here, Drew. So I'm gonna show out here. He's so big, man. We got to keep him in frame. All right. So we'll answer Drew's question. So Drew's question was, if he does the blood test, will the doctor prescribe him testosterone? And
if he's in normal range, will he still?
So let's talk about normal range, because me and Drew are going to go in for blood work. We were supposed to go today, but we're going to plan it next week because we got a big weekend ahead of us. So if you come back with a normal range, let's talk about normal range. Total testosterone, normal range, 216 to 946. If you come back at 216 or 217, you're in normal range.
Okay.
Will a primary care physician usually treat you or insurance cover it? Probably not. But do you feel like crap? Is your energy down, libido, concentration? Now you come to Titan Medical Center where we don't take insurance, it's all cash pay. The doctor's not restricting the treatments he can do for you to get you to the level you want to get to. So we want to get you to optimal levels. So if you're 40 years old and you come back at a 217, that's like a 60 or 70-year-old man. You probably feel like that. We don't want you to feel like that. Right. If you're going to pay for the treatments, we're going to get you optimal levels. So 900, 1,000, we want to be around that range. So you're at optimal, healthy ranges. You're not excessively over, and you're feeling better. So that's the main thing. Now, will you have to wait all the way to the visit to know about testosterone? Usually not. So we do a blood test on you, and we get the blood test back, and you come back deficient. The doctor overviews the labs first, and the medical assistant calls you to set you up for your consultation or give you an overview of what's going to go on. So if there's a problem, like you have a prostate issue and you need to go see somebody, we send you out to a specialist right away without charging you for a visit. Right? Charge somebody to come in and tell them they're not going to get testosterone or they need to go see a specialist. It's not right, so we wouldn't do that.
Another thing too, guys, with the certain stuff with the Hercules, with the injectable aminos, with the nectar of the gods, certain stuff like that, you don't actually need a prescription. You just need to fill out the paperwork. So I have so many people asking me, how can I get the Hercules? You don't even need to get your blood work done at Hercules. Just come on down, fill out the paperwork, and we can take care of everything without even having the blood work done.
Guys, I mean, you can even fill out the new patient paperwork online. There's a link, you click, boom, boom, boom. They can do it on their iPhone, they can do it on their iPad, whatever it is.
I actually have a link on my Facebook. If you scroll down, you'll see one of my posts. It has a new patient paperwork form. Click on that, fill it out, and you're ready to go. I mean, it's that simple.
Yep. You guys can always go to TitanMedicalCenter.com. New patient paperwork's on there for males and females. You can call or text. We'll send it to you via email. We still have patients that send it in, like to the mail.
Yeah.
We get them out of the mail. Like, oh my God, people are sending this in.
Stamps are.
It's crazy, man. Little amount. I'll answer that question. Now, a 946 normal range for anybody, or is that a particular age group? For example, I'm 47. I'm wondering what my normal range would be testosterone-wise. So that is for everyone. There's no normal age group as far as that goes. There's not blocked. Now, IGF-1 levels, when they do those in reference ranges, that could be on age groups. Testosterone, no. Free and total, the exact same reference range for that lab. So that's LabCorp's reference range. Different labs may have different reference ranges, maybe lower, maybe higher in those top and low numbers, but it's going to be the exact same across the board for everybody. So that's what you want to do. So always look at your total, look at the reference range. You want to be at the top of that reference range on your total. Free, the exact same thing. And you want your free to be there, because if your total's good and your free's not, you're not utilizing what's coming out of there. So always go back to a car, because people know cars. So you have this gas tank, and it's full of gas, but there's a little spigot in here, and you're only getting a drop out, and that's how much your car is using of that gas. So it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be putting down the street.
Wasting money, pretty much.
Wasting money, or your body's just not utilizing it, not feeling right. And that's just natural, too, for some people. So that's just is what it is. You're very welcome. So I think that covers a good thing like that. Oh, I had bad gyno. John. No. Gyno.
What's up, Rodney? What's up, Brian? What's up, Mr. B? Let's see what else we got on there.
Okay. All right, Matthew Wood. What should you do if you feel like you hit a plateau? Yet other people see your progression. Could it be a mindset? Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes to Matthew. Shout out to Matthew Wolf too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who you are, but you always comment. You're always liking the pictures.
That's awesome.
You're always showing love. Shout out to Matthew Wolf. But yeah, if you're hitting a plateau, I mean, if other people are noticing it, who are these other people? These are people that are around you all the time. These are people that haven't seen you after a few weeks. I mean, I'm a brutally honest person. If someone hasn't seen you for a while, like usually gym talk is, hey man, you look good. How you been doing?
Right.
Even if you don't really look good.
Right.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Sometimes people are like, they see me, hey Drew, man, you look like you got bigger when I lost 20 pounds.
Right.
So I mean, I would go off of the scale, go off the mirror, go off your measurements, go off your blood work.
Right.
If you're hitting a plateau, obviously you want to switch it up. But I mean, ask these people what they're seeing changes in you. If they can't really pinpoint it, they might just be shooting shit talking. Yeah. But I mean, if they have seen change, that's great. I mean, it's great that you're getting benefits from it. But
absolutely.
Like, I mean, I tell people a lot of time, a lot of my clients online is when you have it, when you're staring at a flower every single day, you're not going to see changes. Right. Disappear for a couple weeks, come back, look at that plant. Right. Now the plant's growing. Right. Treat your body the same way. Yeah. You know, wear a hooded sweatshirt for a couple weeks where you're working out, train hard, die hard. Yeah. Then take off your shirt. You can see the differences. If every single day you're looking in the mirror every day, yeah. You're not going to notice nothing, because it's like watching the flower go. Give it some time, you see a change.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. When people look in the mirror, if they were smaller, maybe when they're younger, like I was, you know, I'm not, as big as I was now, I guess. So I always see that person, right? You know, and it's harder to see yourself because you're looking at yourself every day, like you said. Usually when other people do notice it, though, if it's not gym people, it's like somebody you ain't seen in a while, like, man, like, what are you really doing? Like, if they haven't seen you in the gym, and they're seeing you on the outside of the gym, and, like, they have no idea what's going on, that's one way to really tell your clothes fit. That's a big one. And then measurements. Measurements can tell you a lot of different things. So if you do some measurements, you do them properly, that's another way. Blood, how you're feeling, plus some of your regimens. So if you're doing something and you think you hit a plateau, there might be some other options, Matthew, hint, hint, that we can help you out with. So at that point, if you call our text Titan, you know we always take care of you if you're a patient. I can't say if you're a patient or not to anyone, about anybody that's on here, but if you are, you always know that you have our support here, and we'll be able to point you in the right direction, and we have our medical providers that will be able to help you get those results, one way or another, for sure.
Exactly.
For sure. As long as health's number one priority, we're going to get you there, guys. I promise you. So that's really, really cool. All right.
Another thing, too, is the scale lies, too.
Yes.
The mirror doesn't lie, but the scale lies. So if you're stepping on the scale every day, wanting to see a change in your body, the scale may lie to you. The scale may say it's too low or too high, but if you look in the mirror doesn't lie. You know, everything's about how you look, unless you're like trying to hit a goal weight. But I mean, if you're trying to change your physique,
absolutely, just
look in the mirror. Don't worry about, even if your clothes fit loose, you might look better. You might just be leaning out. I know when I lean out, if I drop 20 pounds, my clothes are loose, I feel small. Yeah. But then I take off my shirt, people think I look bigger. And everything's about an illusion. So just Just trust the process and check the mirror every day or every couple of weeks or so.
You know, I mean, most of the patients that come to us, they're regular people. They're not like us, or that they're not eating as hard, they're not eating right. You know what I mean? It is right? So most of those people, I mean, when they're losing weight, like I've got a lot of people that lose 10 inches off their waist.
That's huge. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, when they send me the pictures and they show me their pants to what they're wearing, I mean, that is just huge, guys. So most of the time, if you guys are changing things like that, you obviously see it in the mirror. You obviously see it in your clothes, your blood work, and everything like that.
Significant other usually the first one to tell, baby, you look big, or baby, you look small, or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll check.
Yeah.
They'll know right away.
For sure. And if you're making stunning things like Matt was saying, like people's jaws dropping, that's one thing. It's one thing to say, hey, bro, you look good, but if their jaws are dropping, that's really, really good. You should stay on that course. How long should I wait to get bloods when I come off? Should I wait till after PCT? All right, so if you're going to get blood work done and you really want to know what's going on, I guess you should wait at least 3 or 4 weeks afterwards. PCT, post-cycle therapy, I guess that's what it stands for out there. Now, we don't think about post-cycle therapy because if you're on hormone replacement therapy, you're on replacement, so you're doing it like that. If you need to come off, there's a way to come off properly. But at that point, do you know it's real, what you're taking to bring back your natural levels of testosterone? So at that point, wait the 3 or 4 weeks. I think get blood then, and you'll be good. What up? Oh, Janine's on here. Lakowski, thank you.
Janine,
what up,
congratulations
Janine?
on the Tampa Pro. You look crazy.
She's been killing it.
She won the best poser. That was big.
That's big. So we are very proud of you, man. We've had Janine around Titan for a long, long time. Always great, man. Great people.
You gotta come stop by, Janine.
Absolutely. You give us some more gear for sure.
Yeah, give us some more clothes.
For sure. All right, guys. So that brings us to our next thing here. She says she loves the ECAs. Who doesn't? Those ECAs are awesome. But they definitely help for sure. All right, so average. Do you want to call yourself average? Does anybody want to be average?
Hell no.
Right? Nobody wants to be average.
If I wanted to call myself average, I would have stopped working out 50 pounds ago.
Right.
I do not want to be average.
I mean,
I didn't want to be close to average. Average to me is pretty boring. If everyone's wearing the same thing, looking the same,
right.
It's boring.
Don't even get me wrong, guys. I mean, being average doesn't mean you have to be muscular. I mean, muscular above average. It can be mentally, right? Yeah. I mean, you can be mentally. I mean, some of those guys, they might have the brawn, but they got the brain, man. It is what it is. So those people are just as good. So at that point, don't be average. What are you guys doing out there to progress yourselves? So I know Big Dru, I mean, what do you do? He's training. He's out there constantly trying to progress himself in different ways, shapes, or forms. I know I am. So at that point, us coming together, we do more things. So it's all about progression.
I'm at a point now when my progression is I'm trying to progress with my food. I mean, I've experienced with so many different foods over the years. Now I'm trying to progress where this is the first time ever. Because you guys know I've been eating McDonald's every day for 10 years. God. This is the first time. This is the first time ever where I've actually put the McDonald's out. I'm not really eating so much clean, but I'm eating actual real food, not processed stuff. I know it's a huge difference. So my progression isn't so much gaining weight, getting stronger. Right now, it's health first. That's why I'm here at Titan. They're taking care of me with the bloods and stuff. Make sure that's in check. And now I'm just making sure my food is in check. To slowly transition to 100% eating clean. But for me now, 5 guys, 2-3 times a week is a lot better than McDonald's 2-3 times a day, like literally.
For sure.
I was going to McDonald's 2-3 times a day for like 10 years. The people that know me well, they can easily say that. Easily.
And man, I've seen Big Dru's blood. His cholesterol is good. He's got good. I couldn't believe it when I looked. I was like, man, cholesterol's on point, man. Yeah. So some people they can do that. It is what it is.
But I didn't feel it right. That's the thing. He said my cholesterol. Yeah. But just like you guys, I told you about the side effects. Side effects doesn't mean that you have to get the side effect. That's just a possibility of it happening. Right. If you guys look at the side effects on vitamin C, it's like this long. Yeah. But who gets that? Barely anybody. So it's just a possibility of it happening. So with me, my side effect from eating bad wasn't gaining weight or, gaining water or anything like that. It was heartburn all the time. Oh, wow. Where I was literally taking the Zantac every day. Wow. Every day, because in 12 hours, I would take one at 8 in the morning, 8 at night. Every day for 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, I have bottles and bottles of it at the house. Damn. That stuff's not good for your kidneys and everything. No. It's not good. So now that I had everything taken care of, I'm cutting out the McDonald's. I used to eat 2 packs of Oreos every night. This is all up until a couple months ago, guys. I've always been doing this. Like, people that know me, I eat obscene amounts of food. So the heartburn's gone now. because I cleaned up the diet now. So, I mean, everything falls in line. It's always about progression, not just progressing the way your body looks. Now I'm at a point where I want to progress how I feel. Like, I feel like I've gotten to my goal, 300 pounds with abs. I've been there for a few years now. Now I want to have my goal as health.
Right.
How I feel. I want to wake up and feel good. I don't want to be tired.
No.
I don't want to have heartburn.
Right.
I want to feel good, ready to go, mentally, everything good. Right. I don't want to just be revved up. A lot of guys, too, you guys get revved up on caffeine, but you can't think straight. You need to get everything in line so you have mental clarity. That's why we have Nectar of the Gods, stuff like that, give you mental clarity. You don't want to just be revved up with nothing to, your brain can't process. So why not kill everything? Why not progress in the gym? Why not progress in your relationship? Why not progress in your health, progress in everything? Now you can walk around. Those are the type of people that are in great moods every day.
Absolutely.
Because they're progressing. If you're just at a standstill, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Hey, what are you training today? I'm doing back. Okay. It's kind of boring,
Yeah.
Just clear up everything.
Trust me, I think it's a feeling of satisfaction when you accomplish things. You get that feeling of satisfaction, whatever it may be. So, and if you don't, you get in that slump and you just say, I'm just no good. It's no good, no good. But when you do, like, if you write a list of goals, like, and you accomplish that list of goals, like, you feel like, I'm worth something today. Like, I did all this. Like, you're in a good mood. Like you said, man, you're accomplishing things.
Even if it's something small as paying a bill. If you guys have a huge bill, you know how good that feels? You just pay, it's done with.
Absolutely.
Just imagine if you could do that with your body every day or every meal, how good you'd feel after eating a clean meal, taking your therapies, and just feeling good, as opposed to going through the drive-thru, eating it tastes good, now you feel like shit.
Whoa, sorry guys, turn that camera around. Yes, Janine, I start mine with ECAs every day. Let's say thank you to everybody tuning in. Thank you guys. So we got a lot more. All right, so
Also,
shout out to Wayne Reinhardt. We appreciate you, Wayne.
the shirt.
We sent you the Titan medical shirt. I wasn't there personally, but Big Dru said, man, you were impressive on the weight that he
yeah, Big Wayne. Oh, yeah.
Big Wayne.
Big Wayne is definitely big. I mean, he's like 6'6", about 330, monster. He deadlifted like 480 and made it look like it was light.
Yeah.
He destroyed all the competition at Specially Fit.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm letting his parents know, if he's ever in Tampa, hit me up on Instagram. I'll give you my personal information. Come work out. Come to my gym and work out. I'll give you a Titan shirt. I'll have my camera guy film it. We got to give Wayne some love. This guy is a monster in the gym.
Absolutely.
Monster.
That was a really cool event. I'm sorry that I was not there personally, but we were there representing Big Dru. The crew was there. Titanet's Art was filming there, representing too as well. Yeah. And man, it was just it was a great vibe. I heard a lot of great things from these athletes. They were winning money too.
Exactly. That's the thing with these special needs kids. These guys are getting money. So
get paid.
After what's good about Mark, and he's the guy that does all the specially fit guys. He understood that these kids don't just want a ribbon.
Right.
Let's just not give them, so they can participate. Let's pay them the way the pro athletes get paid.
Right.
So the whole time these guys are deadlifting, he'd yell, "Hey, next guy does two times your body weight, $100." He was giving out 100. I mean, he had to give out a couple grand. He was just giving 100. These kids are getting amped up. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was the shit.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have it on there for as far as that goes. So we have the video we can post up there later on to show you kind of what he did.
Yeah, but Big Wayne was a special needs guy, and he was blind, and he deadlifted like 480 like it was nothing. So
yes.
Try to get come work out with me. We're gonna put 500 on video.
Yes, big specialty fit. Big Wayne, thank you very much for representing and doing big things. All right, so what else do we got here? All right, so we'll leave the sway and opinions for the next one. Let's do the abs in the kitchen. So abs are made in the kitchen, right? Me and Dru were talking about this earlier. So I guess it's a yes and a no to that from me.
I would say yeah, it's definitely made in the kitchen. I mean, you can do 1,000 sit-ups, you could run all day long, you could do whatever. But if your meals aren't on point, your abs really aren't going to show because you're going to have a layer of fat and water covering them.
True.
I mean, if you cover your car, you're not going to see what kind of car it is. So the body's the same way. You got to get rid of that water, get rid of that fat, and that estrogen coming down will help with that too.
Absolutely.
Show everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I agree with you 100%. So genetics could play a role in this. Some people just are genetically gifted in that area and have abs right off the bat and just is how their body is. Now, other people, so the yes to that. You have to lower down your body fat, and you want to uncover the fat in the area, especially over the abdominal area. And you can't just target those areas. You're going to have to, even if you get surgeries and stuff like that, guys, lipo and stuff, you can target and get some of the fat out of there. But if you go back to continuously doing what you're doing, it's just going to be a bad recipe for a bad side effect of fat cells moving in those areas, stretching out, and you're getting a horrible aesthetic look. But you want to make sure that you are basically eating correctly to a degree, right? And if you haven't ate right for 15 years, it's going to take you a little bit longer, I would say.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, right?
You guys got to eat like a dog. Someone told me one time, I forget who it was, but eat like a dog. And the reason why that works, especially for bodybuilders, they're eating a measured amount at the same time every day. If you could do that, it doesn't really matter what food you're eating. Obviously, make it a little bit clean. Don't eat pizza every 2 hours.
Of course not.
But once you can measure your food, eat it at the same time every day, that's when your body really changes.
Oh, yeah.
And don't do 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Do 60 days. Yeah. Try to do 2 months, eat the same thing at the same time every day. Yeah. And I guarantee you after 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to be starving, which means metabolism's going up, the weight's coming down. Yeah. It's going to help a lot. Just eat the same thing. Yeah. People that eat the same thing all the time have the best physiques.
I don't have the best physique, but I do the exact same thing all the time.
But look at how your physique is now compared to how it was 5 or 6 years ago. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Changed dramatically.
Exactly. His waist is tighter, his arms are bigger, he has abs. Everything changed. The weight just shift around. So the scale might be the same, but you guys look at the 100%. Pictures 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
He looks completely different. Yeah, completely different.
I kind of had the tomato face going on.
And that's why he does the 10 egg whites every single damn morning.
That's right. I had them today. I love them, man. I love them. So it definitely made an indication as far as that goes for weight and getting rid of body fat. Now, building those muscles, because abs are muscles.
Right.
So you definitely build the muscles. You can make them aesthetically better. Right, so working them out is not going to hurt. It's definitely going to help. Now, the side bends and stuff like that, I wouldn't do that because you're going to build out your waist and make it more wider, I guess. So, I guess a yes and no to that. That's coming from us. So, I mean, yes and no. But yes, because you have to get the body fat down. No, because you got to build the muscle up too. Right.
If there's no muscle there, you'll basically just have a flat stomach. Yeah. But you'll have no definition.
Yeah.
If you guys look at a lot of the Brazilian women, I know lots of the Brazilian women, they always have definition in their abs.
They do.
It's because they don't just rely on their diet. They do some crazy, crazy ab routines with the diet. So, I mean, if you can combine both, I mean, why?
Absolutely.
Why not just combine a diet with a little bit of ab work, make them show.
It don't take much.
People say I don't have abs. Everyone has abs. You just need to pull the water, in fact, to be able to see them. Yes. Some are more defined than others, like what John was saying. But everyone has abs. It's like saying no one has a bicep. Everyone has a bicep. Just that your arm's out to here, you're not going to see it. Just sculpt it away. A lot of people, especially people that's 50 to 100 to 200 pounds overweight, they have no idea how much muscle they have. Yeah. I've seen guys that are 100 pounds overweight lose weight, and all of a sudden their biceps they look freaky. They never knew because they had a cover, they had fluff over everything. They didn't know. So you guys really want to know what your body's like. If you've been overweight your whole life, you might have some crazy going on underneath there. You just have to pull it up just to see what's going on. It's like you don't even know what's underneath there.
Chisel that statue away. It's your temple, man, so chisel it away. Thank you, Nadine. We appreciate you. All right, so we did the abs. All right, so talked about Titan family. Right? Titan family, Team Titan, you hear us saying that all the time. So I want to come out and tell you guys, it's not about just the athletes. It's not about the internal team here. It's not about, when I say Titan family, my family. When we say Titan family or Team Titan, that includes the athletes, like Big Dru, my good friends, Art, my internal team here, Charisse, and it involves all the patients and all the supporters. You don't even gotta take a therapy from Titan. But if you're supporting us with a t-shirt and saying Titan or tagging us or repping us, we appreciate that. And you're a part of that team. And if you want to join that team, you just gotta contact us one way or another. Exactly. And you can be on it and you can help represent the brand and bring Titan to your town or to your people and let them know about good health and performing and feeling your best. So
it's like what John said with the Titan t-shirt. If you guys have pictures working out in Titan t-shirt, shoot me a DM, send it to me. I'll put it on my story, or I'll even put it on my page, give you guys a shout out. You guys are giving us a shout out by wearing the clothes. So send us a picture with the clothes and we'll give you back a shout out and let you know we appreciate it by posting you. Give us your social media. We'll give you a little shout out. Maybe get some followers. We'll just keep that connection.
No. Listen, guys, we'll have a contest and stuff like that. We're bringing out some contests. So stay tuned for that for you guys to win free Titan gear, win free blood panels. Plus, if you guys do tag us, we'll put you on the story. I'll tag you on the story. I control the social media. I mean, at that point, we'll put you on there. You guys will get tagged. You guys will be seen by a couple 100,000 people or whatever it is. And you guys will be seen. So that'll be really cool.
Maybe we could do like a Titan of the week, where everybody sends their pictures of Titan clothes.
Really
then we'll have like a Titan of the week.
That's cool.
You know, I don't care. Send me a picture of your dog wearing a Titan shirt. Those extra small tank tops will fit good on a big dog. Yeah. Put it on a dog. Just keep sending them in. We'll make a Titan out every week. We'll have a Titan of the week. We'll give you guys a shout out. Just send a picture with the clothes on.
It'd be really cool, guys. So yeah, the coolest picture I would say in the Titan. Yeah. That'd be really cool. All right, so let's answer these questions here. All right, how much is Big Dru weighing? I think Big Dru's at 300 pounds.
Yeah, I was 298 right before I left this morning. So
298.
298 after the meal, maybe about 3 right now. So.
Guys, I'm like 208 to 210, 300 pounds. I'm like, come on, that's another half of me. Oh my God. All right, how do you get a six pack? Sammy asked that question. Diet, right? Like we're talking about, exercise, and you too can have the six pack. With the abs, you can have the, you'll be good to go.
Shout out to Sammy in Canada.
Yeah, my man, dude.
All the way from Canada.
We love you, dude. He's always on here representing for us, too. He's
we got South Africa.
Really cool. South Africa's in the house. Andrew, what's going on? How you doing, man? All right, so sugar, we talked about sugar. Sugar's addictive, guys. So sugar's like a drug. So if you start eating sugar a lot, you want to eat it more and more and more. When you take it away, you won't crave it as much.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed. I mean, and I still like my ice cream sometimes and stuff like that, but I've gotten these kicks where I just won't eat anything, and that's kind of where I'm at, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm a habit, so if I start eating something bad, it's hard to stop it.
Yeah.
But again, I'm the same way with if it's good, if I start eating clean.
Yeah, you're on that roll. You're in that routine, man. You just live and keep going. I think Mark had a question about why egg whites and not the yolks.
Cholesterol.
He answered it.
Cholesterol. Yolks have a lot of cholesterol. Will raise your cholesterol. There's such thing as good cholesterol and bad cholesterol.
HDL.
You want a little bit of yolk. So if you guys want to do like 5, 6 eggs and 1 yolk, that's all right.
Yep.
I don't do any yolks. That's just how I do it. But again, it's cholesterol.
Yep. He's right on the money. Cholesterol, LDL and HDL. So LDL is your good cholesterol, and HDL is your bad cholesterol. So at that point, HDL is your good cholesterol, LDL is your bad cholesterol. It's in reverse. Sorry, guys. At that point, you want to measure these things and make sure your cholesterol is good, because cholesterol can show you that you have cardiovascular issues. So your HDL, which is your good cholesterol, if that shows up low on a blood test, that could mean that you are in higher risk for cardiac problems. I guess you didn't know that. That's why doctors freak the hell out if that is so low. And there's certain compounds that people take that are black market that can lower HDL, which are good cholesterol. And I've seen 39 is the base low number.
What's an example for them, just to give an idea of what would lower your cholesterol, whether it's food, whether it's supplements?
So HDL is your good cholesterol, LDL is your bad cholesterol. So to raise your good cholesterol, HDL, there's a couple different things. Good fats, right? So your good fats, like avocados.
Almonds,
avocados, but they say 1 avocado a day will help raise HDL, which is good cholesterol. 1 glass of red wine, right? And then that's pretty much about it as far as that goes. And then it's going to be as far as tuning your diet. So eating a good diet, staying away from fatty foods, stuff like that, making sure you're eating good foods. That will help lower LDL. So high HDL, lower LDL, good cholesterol high, low cholesterol low, and there's a ratio that shows that too. So in the blood work, I'll show you on yours, and it'll just break it down, man, because we need to go through some of this blood work so you guys understand what you guys are looking at or what you guys are getting, right?
The other thing too is he talks about 1 avocado, 1 glass of red wine. I hear a lot of times in the fitness community where people will hear that they could have something, whether it's 1 or 2, then they'll start having avocado with every meal. Then they'll have 2 or 3 glasses of wine 2 or 3 times a day.
Don't be
excessive. 1 glass of wine, 1 avocado, like he said. Certain things, even orange juice. I have 1 glass of orange juice a day, but if I was drinking it all day long, that's a lot. That's acidic. I wouldn't feel right in the sugar. So, if they say you could have 1 thing a day, it means 1, not all day long. When I tell my clients you can have a tablespoon of peanut butter, that doesn't mean with every meal. That doesn't mean at night off the peanut butter and get full of peanut butter.
The jar.
Yeah. Just like the doctor said, take as directed. Same stuff with certain things. Don't take too much of it, otherwise you look like Winnie the Pooh with his stomach out to here because you ate honey all day long.
Absolutely. So olive oil, that was another good one they brought up. So olive oil is supposed to help HDL too as well. That's why the Mediterranean diet, they say, is one of the best diets out there. Us Greeks, we use a lot of olive oil, plus Italians the exact same way, but you can't eat a lot of pastas or a lot of grains like that. So that's definitely the best way. I think that's definitely it as far as that goes. So egg whites, the reason I eat just the egg whites is because I just want the protein. I don't want the cholesterol. like he said. And
same thing with me. I just drink them. Same thing.
It's huge, man. It's huge. And like Drew said, like, you know, like get it from real food, because I know I've been busy, so I used to drink a lot of shakes and stuff like that. I know Drew used to a lot. So eating the real food, I've been trying to do the exact same thing and trying to get all my sources from that, and the stuff that I'm missing, I'm getting from my injectables, the vitamins, amino acids, stuff like that. But, you know, trying to get as much protein and stuff like that from my natural food sources. It's really, really cool. Yeah, man. I mean, you will feel a lot better.
Yeah, I feel a lot better switching to real shakes. What I mean by shakes, guys, I do egg whites, oatmeal, fruit, honey, and cinnamon. Okay. I feel a lot better doing that than I would off of any of these protein powders. They may taste great, but my stomach doesn't feel right. And again, it's not real foods.
Right. And I'm telling you, it definitely makes a difference, guys. So if you guys are looking into that, make sure you guys are looking into real foods and lowering your LDL and raising your HDL. Sorry, guys. Good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. All right. So we talked about that. Talked about
the New Jerseys.
Oh, yeah, jerseys.
New Jerseys. Wait till you guys see.
All right. So we've got the basketball version of the jerseys. And me and Drew were talking about this too, because we're old school. So back in the day, the basketball jerseys used to be out like the Mitchell Ness ones. Yeah. Real thick, real hard, no dry fit action. It used to be real cool. We used to wear them.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you know, they've got these basketball jerseys out from Nike. They're dry fit. They're like a soft dry fit Nike jersey. They look awesome, very breathable, the holes. So we've got some for Titan. We've got the blue ones right now. And you'll see Big Dru and me rocking. A couple of athletes got them because they were limited run. Now, I just told Drew today, I've got the black ones coming, the red ones coming, the turquoise coming. I've got all kinds of nice.
I want them all. I love those jerseys.
I got you, dude. They're
perfect too because they dry. You know, I sweat so much. Yeah. You don't have to. If you guys travel and you throw it in your gym bag, it doesn't wrinkle. It doesn't. Yeah. If you throw a cotton T-shirt in your gym bag, like you guys saw the Dick's video, it's destroyed. Yeah. These I can literally roll it up, put it in my luggage, take it out, and wear it. Yeah. And it stays the same. If I wash it, it doesn't shrink. It doesn't fade. So much easier. I've had just like he said, the old school jerseys. I still have those jerseys. I'm not going to wear them anymore because they're old. I'm not wearing that old shit anymore. But they last. The same like these new ones in Nike, they last. So I guarantee you 5 years from now, their jersey's going to look the same way as it did, and I'm still going to be wearing it. So.
Rod, I got some special ones for you, man, so I'm waiting on you. When you come in, I got you. Don't worry. All right? Anything else? I think we've...
Salt intake.
Ooh, sodium. I stay away from it.
Yeah, I'd stay away from sodium altogether. I do a little bit of pink salt. Yeah. You guys can look up the benefits of pink salt. That's a whole nother video. But I do a little bit of pink salt. Some of my clients, I do a little bit of pink salt with their pre-workout meal because the pink salt will help with cellular hydration. Yeah. But other than that, I try to avoid salt. I try to get low salt seasonings, Mrs. Dash, complete seasoning, or any of the G. Hughes sauces. Guys, G. Hughes makes the best sauce. They have all barbecues. They have a honey mustard. They have a regular mustard and ketchup. You can cook your food plain and just dump that sauce on top. It's sugar-free. It's gluten-free, it's calorie-free, and it's all natural sauce. Wow. So that's basically what I use.
I'll have to check that out.
Real good. You can take that all the way. It's 100%. It's clean, real clean.
Yeah, because I mean, the bigger I like barbecue. I like barbecue sauce.
Well,
right?
You'll be addicted to this.
But the only thing I like barbecue sauce and a lot of these different sauces, if you look on the back of like a lot of Heinz products, it says high fructose corn syrup or something like that, and that's horrible for you. Yeah. So I stay away from stuff like that. But if I can find an alternative like you're talking about,
G-Hughes, best.
Nice.
Best.
We'll have to talk about a review, guys. Events. So tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. We'll be in Orlando, guys. So come see us in Orlando. We'll be at Olympia High School.
Olympia High School for the Florida State Deke Show. Big show. Yeah. One of the biggest MP shows in Florida. And again, always Deke puts on a great event. Yeah. Titan sponsoring. We'll be out there with the booth. We'll have T-shirts. Come through, hit the iPad. All you got to do is give your name and number and you get a free T-shirt. I don't know any other companies is doing that.
Totally.
A lot of these companies, I was at the Tampa Pro. I saw some of these companies selling cheap, like Gildan, no disrespect to Gildan, but I'm just saying, cotton. Yeah. They're selling T-shirts for $25. The T-shirt is a regular cut, and all it has is a print on it. Oh and the people are paying $25 for these T-shirts. Come see us. We'll give you a better cut T-shirt, better quality. Absolutely. Name, number is free. Yeah, it's that simple.
It's that easy. But you guys can come out and take a picture with us. Yeah. I mean, listen, we're the title sponsor of this thing. We've title sponsored both Deke's events. It's going to be a great show, big show. We've got some awesome special guests coming.
Oh, yeah. Sydney, we got Misso. Sydney's going to be out there, so it's going to be huge. So a lot of ladies looking to get their pro card. A lot of ladies looking to just get some advice or just see her on stage in person. I mean, that's going to be good.
It's going to be good, man. So I can't wait. I'm excited. We'll be down there in full effect. Come see us. We also have St. Pete Fashion Week coming up.
Oh, yeah.
That's a new one. You're going to be involved in that one this year.
Yeah.
So that's a whole weekend event. There's a lot of different things, soirees, all different kinds of things.
Nice.
So it'll be really cool. And then we've got the Daytona Beach Classic. That's in late September, I think, the 28th. So we will be checking that out too. We're the title sponsor of that one as well.
Also, the Iron Bay.
Iron Bay. Who could forget Iron Bay?
Iron Bay.
Dude, that's in like 20 days. We would not forget about our guy Jose Santiago and Santran.
Yeah.
Iron Bay Classic, national qualifier as well.
Yeah, it's a national qualifier this year. It's first year. It's a national qualifier. It's going to be a big show.
Huge.
Jose is going to be doing it. It's going to be nice. It's gonna be
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. Hero Division. So he always looks after those first responders. Hero Division has them go out there. Real respect. Much love out to him as well. Plus, later on down the line, we've got the PCA USA World Championships.
That's going to be in Lakeland.
Yep. Yeah, so that'd be really, really cool. Ian's got a lot of great things. It was a great presentation he did out in Sanford and stuff like that show. The athletes had a great time in that as well. So we are involved with everything, and nobody will deny us anywhere we want to go. Titan is everywhere. We are for all walks of life and for all different types of people, man. We are not just in one. Titans are everywhere, and we are everybody. Kind of like the little Fight Club. You don't know who is a Titan.
Yeah.
He could be working in the restaurant. He could be the CEO of a company. He could be your bus driver.
Right.
So watch out. If you're talking about Titan.
It could be your kid.
It could be your kid.
Oh,
We've got teeny Titans.
You know what? We need more kid Titans. We need kids with the Titan shirts. I see so many people.
Yes.
We always, adults, always have the shirts.
Yes.
The kids, we have small size. The kids can fit a smaller, extra small.
Absolutely.
Let's see the kids in the shirts. Tomorrow at the Florida State, if you guys got Titan shirts, or if you guys got kids that want a shirt, come see me. Name number on the iPad. I'm going to give the kid a shirt. We'll take a picture. I want all the kids at the show tomorrow in Titan gear.
That would be cool.
All of them in Titan gear.
That
and if we
awesome.
get enough of them, I might even put all of them on the stage and have a group pic. Me with all the kids with Titan stuff. It's going to be crazy. So get your Titan clothes. Bring it tomorrow. Everybody wears it.
It's on. So
Titan Takeover tomorrow.
We are excited. Titan Takeover. And I think that's been a pretty good talk today.
That's pretty much it. If you guys have anything else, hit us up. We appreciate the question you guys were asking last time. We tried to touch on them. Yeah. Anybody who sent messages on the screen coming in that we didn't get to, we're going to go through everything later, go over it. So we're going to hit on everything. If we didn't get you this week, we'll get you next week. Yeah. Just keep on watching, keep on giving us some ideas, and we'll keep on giving you guys info.
If you guys got any questions or you guys want to DM us comments or a question we want to answer, do that, please. This will be on YouTube, so please subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Plus, keep it locked to Instagram, Facebook, right? And all the social media platforms. Podcast also as well. That's new. Plus,
that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's
podcast is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on iHeartRadio. We're on Apple. We're on Google. We're on Spotify, Firestride, right?
Everywhere.
Fireside. Yeah.
Fireside.
Yeah.
I don't even know
be
all the other ones. So this will be a podcast as well. You guys can download us, listen to us on the way or when you're doing cardio. Big Dru's going to end it. And we are through, guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in for another Titan Lifestyle show.
Tighten up.